Refraction of light. Twinkling of stars. Local atmospheric conditions affect the refraction of light to some extent. The light rays coming from a distant object appear to be coming from the image of the object inside the ground as shown in the figure. This is called as mirage. Effect of atmospheric condition on the refraction of light can be seen in the twinkling of the stars. Stars are self-luminous and can be seen at night in the absence of the sunlight. They appear to be point sources because of their being at very large distance from us. As the density of the air increases with lowering height above the surface of the earth, the refractive index also increases. Starlight coming towards us travels from the rarer medium to the denser medium and constantly bends towards the normal. This makes the star appear to be higher in the sky as compared to its actual position as shown in the figure. The apparent position of the stars keeps changing a bit. This is because of the motion of the atmospheric air and changing air density and temperature, and also the refractive index of the air keeps changing continuously. Because of this change, the position and the brightness of the star keeps changing continuously and the stars appear to be twinkling. We do not see the twinkling of the planets. This is because planets are much closer to us as compared to the stars. They therefore do not appear as point sources but appear as a collection of the point sources. Dispersion of light. Hold the plastic scale in front of your eyes and see through it while turning it slowly. We see light rays divided into different colors. These colors appear in the following order: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. We know that the light is electromagnetic radiation. Wavelength is an important property of radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive is between 400 and 700 nanometer. The red light has maximum wavelength that is close to 700 nanometer, while the violet light has the smallest wavelength close to 400 nanometer. Remember that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. When white light enters a single medium like glass, the angles of refraction are different for different colors. So, when the white light coming from the sun through air enters any refractive medium, it emerges as a spectrum of 7 colors. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through the medium is called a dispersion of light. Sir Isaac Newton was the first person to use the glass prism to obtain the sun's spectrum. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through different angles. Among the 7 colors, red bends the least, while violet bends the most. Thus, as shown in the figure, the 7 colors emerge along different paths and get separated as we get a spectrum of 7 colors. Partial and total internal reflection. When light enters the rarer medium from the denser medium, it gets partially reflected. That is, part of the light gets reflected and comes back into the denser medium as per laws of reflection. This is called as partial reflection. The rest of the light gets refracted and goes into the rarer medium. As light is going from a denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, that is, the angle of incidence I is smaller than the angle of reflection R as shown in the figure. If we increase I, R will also increase according to the Snell's law of the refractive index, which is a constant. For a particular value of I, the value of R becomes equal to 90 degree. This value of I is called as the critical angle. For angle of incidence larger than the critical angle, the angle of refraction is larger than 90 degree. Such rays return to the denser medium as shown towards the right in the figure. Thus, all the light gets reflected back into the dense medium. This is called as total internal reflection. We can determine the value of the critical angle as follows. Rainbow is a beautiful natural phenomenon which is the combined effect of a number of natural processes. It is the combined effect of dispersion, refraction, and total internal reflection of light. It can be seen mainly after a rainfall. Small droplets of water act as a small prism. When light rays from the sun enter this droplet, it gets refracted and dispersed. Then there is the internal reflection as shown in the figure, and after that one, again the light gets reflected while coming out of the droplet. All these three processes together produce a rainbow. Thank you for watching this video and keep watching the Academic Squad.